Our top focus story is the Congress Party Vice President Rahul Gandhi, who's campaigning and canvassing extensively across Himachal Pradesh. He addressed a public gathering at Dharamsala in Himachal Pradesh, and in Himachal, there was something he said that political commentators find rather strange. Does Rahul Gandhi perhaps see the writing on the wall? Listen into what he said before we get you more on that big story.
ऐसा टाइम आएगा जब मैं आपकी आसानी से मदद कर सकता हूं, और ऐसा भी टाइम आएगा जब आप मुझसे कुछ मांगोगे, ऐसा भी टाइम आएगा जब आप मुझसे कुछ मांगोगे और मैं शायद आपके लिए नहीं कर पाऊं। मगर आपको एक बात समझनी है कि दिल से मैं पूरी कोशिश करूंगा।
There is breaking news coming in. Sources within the BJP are now telling headlines today that the party patriarch Lal Krishna Advani has finally consented and he has chosen Gandhinagar over Bhopal. All day today efforts were being made to coax him, cajole him, convince him that it is in the party's interest that he contests from Gandhinagar. Gandhinagar was his choice, but suddenly after the party had announced him barely 24 hours ago right here at the BJP headquarters, the party patriarch was extremely miffed about it. In fact, all senior party leaders, including party president Rajnath Singh, met him, Nitin Gadkari met him, Sushma Swaraj met him, Arun Jaitley met him, the BJP's prime ministerial candidate Narendra Modi this morning met him, spoke to him for about an hour, but it was being said that he was still considering. The RSS spoke to Lal Krishna Advani, and now top sources in the BJP are telling headlines today that finally the RSS and the BJP have prevailed on the party patriarch, and he has consented that even though he's touched by the offer to contest either from Bhopal in Madhya Pradesh or from Gandhinagar in Gujarat, he will choose, or he intends to choose, Gandhinagar over Bhopal. For more on this story, let me quickly bring in headlines today's Aditi Anant Narayanan. Aditi, you are at the Prithviraj Road residence of Lal Krishna Advani. Give us the latest.
In fact, an official statement, Gaurav, has been issued by Lal Krishna Advani, and in fact, I can quote from the statement. He says, "I am deeply touched by this gesture of my party colleagues. I had some weeks ago said that I would be contesting the parliamentary election from Gandhinagar itself. I have been integrally connected with the Gujarat since migrating from Karachi in 1947. I have decided to contest 2014 general elections from Gandhinagar itself, and I have conveyed my opinion to Shri Rajnath Singh." So definitely, finally, a big breakthrough in the tussle that was going on between the Bharatiya Janata Party and especially between the BJP top brass. Now, finally, after L.K. Advani was given that option of either contesting from Gandhinagar or contesting from Bhopal, L.K. Advani has decided to go ahead with the party's, with the BJP's decision of contesting from Gandhinagar, Gaurav.
Okay. Take us through the back channels that happened. Now, you and I were right here at the BJP headquarters when that list was announced, when Thawarchand Gehlot announced from Gandhinagar it will be Lal Krishna Advani. Now, Advani was extremely miffed, we are told, so much so that immediately after that, Narendra Modi went to the RSS headquarters. He spent time with the Sarsang Chalak Mohan Bhagwat. At the same time, senior party leaders went and met Lal Krishna Advani. In the past 24 hours, that hectic back channel that happened, take us through the details, Aditi.
Gaurav, firstly, the Bharatiya Janata Party took a major risk by announcing the seat of Gandhinagar without getting L.K. Advani on board. In fact, they faced major embarrassment that even after announcing the seat of Gandhinagar, L.K. Advani continued to remain reluctant. He was hesitant and he was apprehensive, and he had made it very clear to the parliamentary board and to the party president Rajnath Singh that he will not contest from Gandhinagar. He will only contest from Bhopal in Madhya Pradesh. In fact, yesterday night, we saw Sushma Swaraj and Nitin Gadkari come to L.K. Advani's residence at night and trying to convince him. On the other side, while this meeting was happening in L.K. Advani's residence, we saw Narendra Modi meeting RSS chief Mohan Bhagwat, in which we are getting to know from the sources that Narendra Modi sought help from the RSS chief. He wanted to know how they could find a breakthrough in the solution. They wanted to know if RSS at this point of time could pitch in between and speak to L.K. Advani and convince him to continue to contest from Gandhinagar to maintain the dignity of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Then again today in the morning, Gaurav, we saw Narendra Modi coming to LK Advani's residence at around 8:30 in the morning. He
Yes.
had a 1-hour meeting with LK Advani.
And in this,
then
it is very
back-to-back we
important
had
to notice, Aditi, it is very important to realize here, while they tried to coax him, they tried to cajole him, but the party was very firm, as was the Sangh. They were very, very firm. The importance of winning this election, as far as the BJP is concerned, is much bigger than the whims and fancies, or even accommodating one person. The RSS, in no uncertain terms, we are told Lalkrishna Advani that you've been in the opposition for 10 years. Now the party has to stand united, or it will have to stay in the opposition for another 5 years.
Absolutely, Gaurav, the message was clear that the party should be first and the individual should be last. And that is the message that was sent from RSS, even through Narendra Modi, that LK Advani should not be thinking about himself, he should be thinking about the party. But LK Advani was stern on his position that he is not thinking about himself, he is thinking about the party as a whole. And he personally feels that contesting from Bhopal will give added benefits to the party on the whole. But finally, LK Advani had to fall in line. In fact, Gaurav, one important thing. Yesterday, what we learned from the sources within Advani's office was that LK Advani wanted both the options of Bhopal and Gandhinagar to be put in front of him, which, however, happened just few hours back when Rajnath Singh made it official that LK Advani had both the options of either contesting from Bhopal or contesting from Gandhinagar. And as soon as LK Advani got these two options, he knew it that he will go with the party on the whole, and he would contest.
Stay with me for a moment, Aditi. Was this an honorable face saver that was given to the party patriarch Lalkrishna Advani? Let me quickly bring in our national affairs editor Javed Ansari for more on this story. Javed, for 24 hours, Lalkrishna Advani kept the party on tenterhooks. How did this change come about? They coaxed him, they cajoled him, but they were very firm with him, we are told. He either takes Gandhinagar or leaves it all.
It's a mixture of all three. Everybody who matters in the BJP, from Mr. Modi downwards, they went and called on Mr. Advani and tried to re-emphasize, reiterate that he's still very important in their scheme of things. He was made to feel. I mean, one of the reasons was that he was feeling left out. He was very peeved with the fact that his name was also announced with the rest of the crowd, rather than he's used to being treated on a very different level. His name used to be amongst the first to be announced, just as the Congress did with Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi. He was hoping that he would be treated on equal footing, but no, they treated him like they were treating everybody else. So he was reinforced and given a sense of belonging. And Mr. Rajnath Singh and Mr. Modi both, conveyed to him that he needn't harbor any such fears. Ultimately, he bowed to the will of the leadership, just as he had done after his brief protest.
Okay. Sudhanshu Mittal, Javed, stay on with me. Let me bring in BJP leader Sudhanshu Mittal for more on this. Sudhanshu Mittal, is there merit in the criticism that Lalkrishna Advani was holding out, he was miffed till the very end because he was treated, he didn't get the special treatment that he was looking for?
Rahul, my own perception would be that there are so many dilemmas and there are so many thoughts which go into the minds of people. But what is critical is, at the end of the day, how is it that these conflicts get resolved? The BJP Central Election Committee had announced his name from Gandhinagar, and that's exactly what he's accepted today, saying that he'll be fighting from Gandhinagar.
For 24 hours, Sudhanshu Mittal, he held out. The entire top leadership went to convince him, coaxed him, cajoled him, tried to use the RSS to work on him. Only then it worked, Sudhanshu Mittal. Why was there this problem in the first place?
Rahul.
It's Gaurav Sawant.
It's Gaurav. I'm so sorry, Gaurav.
No
Gaurav, at the end of the day, you have to realize that there can be so many dilemmas which can be faced by any leader. Obviously, if he held out for 24 hours, there were dilemmas before him. And those dilemmas and those questions and those concerns have been addressed.
Is the BJP a house divided, sir, as the Congress alleges, as other parties allege, that the party patriarch is not on the same page as Narendra Modi?
I would have accepted the argument of the Congress if Mr. Advani would not have accepted to fight from Gandhinagar. But if he is accepted to fight from Gandhinagar, would you call this as a house divided, or would you say that this is a house united? Because at the end of the day, all the, if you look at the events of the last 4, 5, 6 days, first it was said there will be problems in Varanasi, nothing happened. Then there were anticipated problems in Lucknow, nothing happened. There were anticipated problems in Kanpur, nothing happened. There were anticipated problems in Gandhinagar.
There are protests on streets. There are protests against leaders that happened for the first 2 days, including against Kiran Kher in Chandigarh. But for a moment, Sudhanshu Mittal, please stay on with me. Let me also bring in Meenakshi Lekhi, the party candidate from New Delhi. Meenakshi Lekhi, does this appear as a house divided, and does this now hurt your campaign? Because the opposition will generally turn around and say BJP is not even united, party patriarch is not on the same page as Narendra Modi and the young team.
Hello?
Yeah, Meenakshi Lekhi, please go on.
Hello?
Meenakshi Lekhi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. I couldn't hear the question.
Meenakshi Lekhi, my point is are there two groups in the BJP, the 160 plus club represented by Advani ji and the 272 club represented by Narendra Modi and a lot of others, and the 160 club thinks that if they can hold Narendra Modi back, then they have a chance to become the Prime Minister?
No, absolutely not. There is no such thing in the BJP, but there is a lot of media speculation which is going on, and BJP only has one club, and that is next government is the government of the BJP, and we all of us are putting our best efforts to do that. And Mr. Advani is contesting from Gandhinagar. If he was contesting, then there was an issue. If he was not, then there's an issue. And under these circumstances, I think we must not try and make an issues out of non-issues. Where a person chooses to contest from is not material. Whatever he chooses is important. And
but instead of taking on the Congress, you appear to be taking on each other. That is the issue.
They are not taking on each other. That's why I'm using the word media speculation. We are taking on Congress, and Congress is creating this buzz through the media because they have failed on the ground. And there is nothing
stay with me, Meenakshi Lekhi and Sudhanshu Mittal, because I want to bring in the Congress's Sanjay Jha for more on this. Sanjay Jha, is the Congress creating this buzz, or is there a problem? Your take. You heard Meenakshi Lekhi there. Okay, I seem to have lost that line with Sanjay Jha. I'll try and re-establish that in just a moment. But Meenakshi Lekhi, this 24-hour internal strife within the BJP. We were here when Lal Krishna Advani's name was announced from Gandhinagar. Then Sushma Swaraj went to convince him or to convey it to him. That didn't work. Narendra Modi went to the RSS office. Then the entire senior leadership tried to persuade Advani ji. It took 24 hours to persuade him. If this was not a house divided, why would it take 24 hours to persuade him, ma'am?
You call it house divided, I call it decision making.
I'm asking.
And I'm saying, when you're asking this question, the question itself has the answer. The answer is that there can be two opinions to one point of view. There is no one point of view which is right or wrong. There are different points of views, and then majority takes a call, and majority decision is what is made as a decision, what is announced as a decision. And all these are part of decision processes. I think there is no conflict so far as all this is concerned, but there is a lot of speculation which is going on, and I'm sure these kind of stories and things are specifically in the interest of Congress, so that the issues which relate to the Congress governance are not discussed in the media, and that is the focus which BJP is going to focus on.
Okay, but is this then an issue that is only being created by the media? Because Jaswant Singh, another very senior party leader, extremely miffed that he was overlooked for Badmer, and Colonel Sonaram Chaudhary, who till the other day was a Congress MP, is now in the BJP. And is this a Vasundhara Raje versus Jaswant Singh tiff that appears to be happening on ground?
No. These are parts of decision making, because when you are taking decisions, there will be two sides to a particular decision. sometimes they could be somebody may have a different point of view that somebody should contest elections or should only be there as a Rajya Sabha member. Somebody should be given a ticket because he brings a lot of value addition. Somebody does not. Parts of decision making. I mean, no question should be raised on such issues.
Let me now take you straight to Varanasi, the battleground for a battle between BJP's Prime Ministerial candidate Narendra Modi and now the Congress, the BSP, Samajwadi Party and several other political parties say they will have a candidate against Narendra Modi. Does that mean that the combined opposition will now be divided? The BJP has decided to put 400 chariots across the country to spread Modi's message, and 4 of those 400 chariots are already in Varanasi.